Baby, bitches love me cause I'm crazy. Fuck on the click cause I ain't lazy. She spit on my dick, call her hot tub girl. Why is it black? No, I don't have any captures on. What the fuck is this, dude? Okay, I don't want this shit, dude. We need studio. You guys like that new camera angle for the sleep stream? Good angle, eh? Fuck. I I put a fucking nail into my wall and there's like a little hole in my webcam, like on the little stand of it, so I guess you can put a nail and hold it up. Found that out right as I was going to sleep. I'm like, oh, that's a fucking great idea, man. But my house is fucked because the studs aren't fucking like actually like it was supposed to be a certain like I think it's like 14 inches apart or something like that. Mine aren't like that. So I just drilled to anywhere in the wall. But it's the holds, man. Let me make my 10 to 20 cents. 16 views, that's it. Yeah, we got some beers for the celebration today, chat. We did. There's Runescape out here. Some shotguns. I didn't even see that fucking phone call. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. Gridmaster rewards, pulls, and new. Gridmaster rewards suck. It's just a stupid back piece and a stupid dress. Like, it's such a stupid fucking thing. Like, they should have gave us like a fucking pet or like some fucking like wings or something, dude. Or like a backpack with a fucking bingo board or like a cape with a bingo board or something. Like, it's so stupid. Like, they all look so fucking dumb. Like, that's it. Like, that's also stupid too. That's all you get. Fucking login screen. Wait, scrolls of what? What scrolls? Where do you see scrolls? It doesn't show any scrolls. Huh. Where do you see scrolls? It doesn't say scrolls anywhere on here. And they're the most expensive thing too. With these tweaks, the total cost of everything in the shop now comes to 1940. That doesn't make sense. If this is all the stuff in the shop, how the fuck does that make sense? Do you guys not know fucking math? No. That's weird, man. I guess they don't know fucking math in Europe. I wouldn't doubt Jagex doesn't know their fucking math. They're not really known for their brains, right? They're known for releasing an update, fucking shit, very fucking poor base version of it, and fucking updating it 5 years later, calling it a quality of life change. What the fuck? How's that quality of life? You did it. You did an update half-assed. You're just finally doing the fucking rest of the update. That's not quality of fucking life. That's you guys just fucking being lazy. Just like the music player. Why is there only two sounds in the music player? Fucking really quiet and really fucking loud. Like in a couple more years, they'll update it. Just like, why is there no like fucking like why is the fucking ping look so bare bones? Like there could be way more settings for the music player. I mean, the music sucks in this game. Like most of the songs are just the same fucking sound, just looping over and over. they'll play a song for like they'll play a sound for like 5-10 seconds and just loop that over and over for like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, we got one more hunter rumor away from 81 hunter. I will do that. Oh, I didn't have my chat open. Fuck. I need shucking this beer. Cheers, chat. That's so cold. Whew. Whew. These aren't worth shit anymore. Oh. What's that? Oh yeah, this mic's way better than my other mic. I was listening to this. I was just watching the stream back. For when I fucking did the fucking Derox bomb on that one guy, I fucking hit him for 55. I don't know why the mic keeps peaking. Oh yeah, I turned up the fucking gain. That's what I did. Fuck. I had to turn it back down. There we go. Should be a bit better. There we go. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, I was rewatching the stream to see my 55 Derox bomb on that guy. It's good. The microphone is go do 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 like this other fucking HyperX one does. Fuck the HyperX, dude. I'm never buying a HyperX product again. I don't think they make. I don't think they make earphones and these microphones. So so it should be good. Box traps we got, right? Yeah, we got box traps there. This should give me the 82 hunter or 81 hunter. 5k to go, not bad. Noob. Oh, I want my pet out actually. Fuck. I put even pets in my bank, dude. We're trying out the new poll system. Click here to have a vote. That's a lot better, so I don't have to go to the fucking bank. This is a lot better. I don't have to go to the fucking bank and fucking vote. That's a good idea. Finally, JX. That's a good idea. Why is this lit up? Oh, right now, dude, poll is running. Boom. That's what we needed. What do you got for us, JX? This is a road test. This is soft launch. So at first, only staff will be eligible to vote. I'm not staff though. How the fuck am I voting then? I guess I'm staff now. I guess they consider me staff. Sweet. Cool. Where the fuck's my paycheck, assholes? If you had a cod cup of early grade tea, would you like milk with it? What the fuck is this, dude? Would you like nicer weather in your district? No, I want shitty weather. What the fuck, dude? Would you like to visit a coal mine in real life? Like, what the fuck is this questionnaire? How are they testing it, dude? Like, fuck, give us some actual fucking questions, not these dumbass questions, dude. Fuck, that's why I don't vote in their fucking dumbass polls, dude. Fucking idiots, dude. Would you like milk in your tea? No, I'm not a housewife. I don't drink tea. Why the fuck would I drink tea? I'm not a housewife. Like, what the fuck? I'm not even married or a fucking woman. Like, why the fuck would I drink tea, man? Definitely ain't no fucking housewife. Let me tell you that shit. Fuck, what a bunch of idiots, dude. I thought I smoked a lot of fucking weed, dude. Clearly fucking Jagex smokes way too much fucking weed. Fucking, they think we like bingo. They think we're like 70 years old and we give a fuck about bingo. And then... Now you call, of course. That answers this phone call, guys. I said I was supposed to come in for an appointment. I'm like, what do you mean? I talked to you and you said we could fucking do it over the phone. They're like, okay, I'll call you back in 3 minutes. What the fuck, dude? All these companies are fucking like they have so many fucking Muslims in it. They do shit so sketchy. And fucking India took over fucking Canada so fucking bad, dude. They're so fucking sketchy, dude. You're supposed to come in for your appointment at 11 a.m. I told you guys like fucking 2 days ago that I couldn't make it. Oh, okay. Like, what the fuck? I'll call you back in 3 minutes. Like, what the fuck? What a fucking idiot, dude. Some people are just too stupid to function, man. Hmm. Namaste, baby. 2K to go. 2.6K to go. I gotta reset these fucking guys. Come over here, guys. He runs all the way around the fucking tree, almost in a complete circle to where I was. Oh, that wasn't the right one. Where's the top one, then? Okay, as soon as I say that, he spawns. Delayed spawn. There we go. Hello? I'm
Level up completed. Hunter rumor completed.
So yeah. So, oh no, since I have the heart problem, I'm kind of scared if I do anything bad, like I'll like blow up my heart or just like faint. I drink once in a while, but probably like not that much, right? Probably like once a weekend or once every weekend, if that. But I don't ever really overdo it or like have a problem with it, right? And I know like if I do have a problem, then Cam H is like a good place to go. Like Cam H isn't really, it's like in the center, or well, not really center of Toronto, but it's like in a very accessible area of Toronto, I'd say, by the TTC. Do I ever, do I ever feel sad? Um, no, not really. No, I'd say, especially in my situation, no, not really. A lot of people would, but no, I wouldn't say that at all. I'd say I'm a pretty happy person, always smiling. People usually ask me, why are you smiling all the time? So, I don't know, man. I'm just happy. Like, why aren't you? It's a beautiful, it's, well, back in the summer, it's a beautiful day out. No, I never really got into like fights or like did any like crimes on alcohol. No, mostly when I drink, it's just like just stay in one place and relax, right? It's not really like I go out and just do crazy stuff, right? I'm not one of those people that drink and go out on an adventure. I just drink to like end the night or drink to like, just wind down, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately not. I don't have a mailbox set up and I don't think the city of Toronto would recognize where the tent area's address. Um, Not really. My last worker, I couldn't really understand him because his accent was really strong, but I'm glad you have a nice clear voice. No problem. I tried for so long, but there's a massive lineup everywhere you go. You basically you need like a somebody that's like high up in a company that can give you something, right? Like you can't really now it's too late to start at an entry position and move up because there's 100 or 200 or maybe even 400 people that want that same position that are gunning for it at the same time you are. I mean, I was thinking about one of those places you walk into, staffing agencies. Have you heard of those? Well, I know what I seen one the other day, and my friend, I was talking to somebody. He's like, "Yeah, that place is good. I know a lot of people that got good jobs out of there." I'm like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, if you could send me a letter of like a few of them. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I finished high school. Which high school? Um, it's called wait, which high school was? Oh, I went to like four different high schools because I moved. It's in Burlington. Oh, which year? Oof. Jeez. Well, I'm 32 now and I graduated when I was 17. I'm not really good at math, but if you are, you might be able to solve that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really good at the math, but yeah, thanks. Okay, yeah. There's nothing. The city's at a housing crisis. It's been like that for a while. You're lucky to find a rooming house and a room in a house in a appropriate place that isn't filled with 15 other people, right? It's really bad right now. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's really bad. Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Wow, okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Wait, I just got interviewed. You see me, guys? I was like, I'm not really good at math, but if you're good at math, she's like, oh, never mind, I'm not good at math either. I'm getting interviewed for a YouTube documentary, for a Runescape YouTuber documentary. I can't say who it's by, but it's gonna be sick. She's like, when did you graduate high school? I'm like, well, I'm 32 now, and I graduated when I was 17. The answer's 15, but and I'm like, I'm not really good at math. And she's like, oh. I'm like, but if you are, you could solve that. She's like, oh, I'm not either. It's 15, but oh, there's my axe. I need some logs. Fat bitches love me, I don't love them. I'm a real six god, I'm in the kitchen like fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, they got the shitty music on. Where's my hunter rumor? Oh, it's over here. We're good. I should fucking hide it. Hmm. Do I go to the thrift store and buy a backpack? Or do I buy a tool bag from Amazon? Hmm. Amazon's gonna take till Monday for it to arrive, probably. Hmm. I would like a new bag, and I do need a bag for tools too. Oh, I just poked him in the ass with my axe, dude. Did you see that chat? Oh, she got a new piece soon, I guess. Fuck, I'm so hungry. It's like I haven't eaten in a fucking year. Holy shit. Oh, my ground item's still off for some reason. It's not. Oh, I could have jumped off this fucking idiot with tag. I don't even mind this one because all the pits are close together and you catch in the first try every time. This is way better than Kayats. I'm just call them snow leopards because they're fucking snow leopards. I don't see how animals are this fucking stupid in real life. I think the animal just ran around. He sees all his friends die from the same way and he just jumps over too. Oh, because we're celebrating an achievement on Runescape that I streamed on YouTube, and we're drinking with YouTube money. We're spending YouTube money to have a fucking drink to celebrate. That YouTube paycheck came in, baby. The 21st. Or the 22nd. The 22nd of the month is every YouTuber's favorite day. The 22nd to like the 24th is their favorite day. Oh no, Google's really good at sending the fucking payments on time for the creators. Like it says it comes out, they send it on the 21st, and they actually do send it on the 24th, but it doesn't hit your bank account until the 3 a.m. Which is really fucking weird, 3 a.m. Like the 3 a.m. challenge, remember? It reminds me of J Station every fucking time. Every time I get a deposit at 3 a.m. it reminds me of fucking J Station. What the fuck? You know, shotgun. Triple kill!
Hunter Rumor.
Yes, Sea Engineer, that's my dog, dude. Fuck yeah. Me and Sea Engineer, we go back. Remember Vietnam? Yeah. He was my pilot back in fucking Vietnam. Small world, eh? Fuck. I see him on fucking RuneScape fucking as a voice actor. Yep, me and Sea Engineer go back to Nam. Oh yeah. He invented the letter C. Believe it or not, he invented the letter C. He was actually the head engineer behind fucking the letter C. Crazy, eh? Fuck. Small world, man. Let me tell you. Celebration time, baby. World's first, baby. Fuck, I was so happy when I achieved that, man. But it's a better fucking music other than this shit. Get closer. Music. Oh, wait, again? No, we didn't fucking cash it in yet. Don't say no way again. That's the. Oh, we got the level. I didn't fucking remember. I didn't even notice, dude. Fuck, I kind of feeling raiding again, man. Fuck. That's a good way to make money quickly. Make money fast. Do some bowstrings for a little bit here. Go to Barack and do some bank stand and see if anyone's chilling. What the fuck is always on, dude? This guy doesn't log off, dude. On his 2 fucking accounts, he never logs off. He's always just on both logged in. No, that's an addict. Ladies and gentlemen, that's an addict. You'd think he'd beat the game already. With the thousands of hours he logs in a month. Oh, it's a chick that's so fucking ugly, dude. That's it, dude. It's so fucking ugly. It's so basic and ugly. It looks like a fucking. It looks like a fucking demo unit, dude. That's so fucking ugly. That's it. That's all you get. Like, what does that even fucking mean, dude? Like, why aren't these things filled in? And the back's even fucking stupid. The swords are cool, but the shield's fucking stupid. So stupid, dude. Gridmaster Torch Scroll. Yeah, that's all you fucking get, dude? Great. I'm glad I didn't waste my time fucking doing all those quests for Shitmaster. I'm so glad. Put on my face guard. Just really, what the fuck's wrong with this guy, dude? I'll give you 1 mil if you sell your fucking helmet and put on a face guard. Shit. They sold out. No problem, he'll cover the difference. This guy made this guy sell his Justicar helm and lose 13 fucking mil, saying he'd give him 1 mil if he buys the face card. Oh my god, dude. He's doing all this just for 1 fucking mil. He's already lost 13 mil. Boss killer. Hey, can I have some junk? Now. I have 3 mil I can contribute to trade face guard, bro, if needed. I can play my transition. It's one of these 2 tiles. It's one of these 2 tiles. Trying to pick up this guy's shit. Hold on, let's go and spawn in one of these 2 tiles. I'm spam clicking! No, how are they beating me? I'm spam clicking, dude! How are people beating me, dude? How?
Right click, grab lower ones.
Oh, yeah, because people are always grabbing the top ones. Fuck. Let me! I touched it. Hard. Hot. That's stupid though. I was standing on the pile, spam clicking it. Fuck. Oh. Fuck, why does this shit hurt my throat today? No, take it in shotgun. I got my YouTube paycheck to come in today, so we're celebrating. Well, not this account. My other YouTube account makes way more money. Or maybe like $300. But YouTube takes off tax money, so they only gave me like $250. Oh yeah. Transformers, robots in disguise. The Rune Ore Pit.
I've been doing Toa since you started. All I got is red gems so far.
Oh, nice. I gotta do it with more invocations on.
Doing 165s now.
Nice, dude. I'm gonna do like probably like 50s or 60s, I think. And then up it. Wait, you're doing it all. You're doing 165 solos? You're probably do Tobe and the Tent Whip and Void.
I was gonna run no invos till I got yellow gem but got bored.
What are the gems even for, dude?
You gotta be really tricky with which invog. Please like the video, dogs. Blue one for KQ, yellow has spec that heals you in Toa.
Blue one for Kill Fight Queen. Yellow has spec that heals you? Oh, so they make you stronger.
Used for high LVL invos that allow no healing from food or brews.
Oh, yeah, I turn off the no healing from food because I don't use food in there. I just use the fucking Sarah brews they gave me. Um, okay. So it heals you when you spec. So that must be really good in the warden room if you use what's it called? The thing that lets you spec better or faster or more, or whatever it's called. Yeah, probably, that's probably really good there. Liquid adrenaline.
I'm guessing they use Lightbearer to get lots of heals.
Yeah, this guy's using this guy's done 109 challenge mode coxes. 104 hard mode theater bloods. Holy crap, dude. 407 TOA expert modes. Wait, does mine show up yet here? Let's see if mine shows up yet, because I killed it last night.
Those are bad for solo play.
Yeah, some of them are really fucking bad. Oh, it doesn't show mine yet. Or does it show? It doesn't show entry mode. I'm not sure to turn off entry mode and put on normal mode, but oh well. I'm running low on fucking money anyways, so we need to build. We only got like fucking Oh no, we got 7 mil. That's probably like 15 runs probably with the supplies.
+150 is normal, I think.
Oh shit, 150 is a lot, dude. Fuck, there's so many. Yeah, you ain't doing the toad, just the fucking tentacle whip and a strength amulet. What the fuck's wrong with these guys? I'm just a frog. A lot of role players here today. Fuck. Probably more role players here than the fucking roleplay server. Caminero! Caminero! It's Caminero! They're just making his money ouching away. That's his papas. Shit's harsh, dude. Oh man, why does it hurt my throat so much today? Last night it didn't hurt it at all.
Please like the video docs. Same a week.
Oh fuck.
Shit asterisk.
Yeah. This thing did. It burns my throat for some reason today. Why'd that guy just call me a lad in fucking a Toronto server? Caminero! Hey, want some Caminero? Hey, Caminero! Caminero! That's how he says his name, I guarantee it, dude.
Going back to Toa.
Yeah, probably tonight, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Probably not what I'm drinking. It's probably gonna be a lot harder. Man, I need to do something other than this, dude. I just want to make a little bit of money there. Maybe I'll do some thieving. Oh, it's what's his name, dude? The mining boss. I forget what I need for him though. I kind of do want to get some food though, because my stomach is like a massive fucking hole in it. It fucking hurts so much.
Just cause it's twice as hard is no excuse, lol.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I know, but I'm fucking starving to death, so I need to fucking go outside and get some food soon.
That earlier after I started.
I'm not sure who that is, dude. You gotta elaborate, dude. Is that Baboon? Is that the monkey guy? Oh, the monkey guy. I think that's the monkey guy. Or is that the guy I always start with, dude? Is that the fucking, the Florida guy? The, what is, crocodile guy? Or is that the monkey guy? If it's the monkey guy, then I understand how you can die in the monkey room, but I don't know how the fuck you die to the boss, unless you step away from the rock. Yeah, I think Baba is the fucking monkey guy. Yeah. Autistic RNG. What up, Shouty?
Had best monkey room ever, then died to the boss.
Had best monkey and then died at the boss.
Blaming the beer, lol.
Dude, dude, how don't I hit 25s on the fucking cracked rocks or the cracked ball things that fall down the hill? I only hit 23s or 24s and I got 99 range on them. I don't get it, dude. Like, shouldn't I hit fucking 25? I got 99 range, a blowpipe, fucking Eclipse Attilatal, Bando's gloves. Or do crossbow's better than blowpipe? Oh yeah, crossbow would hit higher. So you're telling me I gotta bring another fucking... Oh man, I gotta bring another fucking weapon with me? Yeah, I hear you, dude. Yeah, that'd be... Of course, of course, yeah. You're right, because it would hit way higher than a blowpipe.
I bring both.
Fuck. But then you carry dragon bolts too on me. Fuck. Wait, do you put dragon bolts in it?
Dragon ruby bolts kick ass.
Yeah, those are going to hit way more than fucking... Those are going to hit way more than 25s, dude. I just need to hit 25, dude. I think the rune arrow hit... Or the rune bolts will. But that's 2 more fucking inventory slots, dude. I still go on Neopets? What the fuck?
Tears of Krondus and Warden Lat base.
No, don't you use the blowpipe? Oh, maybe instead of the blowpipe, I use, I don't know, dude. If I could afford, like, a better crossbow. Yeah, last phase I usually blow pipe him and switch to Fang. Well, I've only gone there once, but
Dragon crossbow is good.
no, if I want something better than a fucking dragon crossbow, dude. What's a good? I wish there was a middle ground crossbow between fucking spending fucking 2 mil and fucking 60 mil. I wish there was a middle fucking crossbow. Like, literally spending 2 mil and 60 mil. Wait, Armadillo Soul crossbow still costs 50 mil, right? Or 60 mil, right? Oh, come on, dude. Huh, that's weird. So it's not in the game, so fucking AIDS in the wrong spot. Oh, it's only holy fuck, that dropped by 20 mil. I have no clue what the fuck that is. God War Dungeon boss, that's all I know, dude. I'm not sure what Arma is, dude. I've done Kree there, that's it. Vampire Kid. And Water Bagel.
Cree, yes.
I want to check if there's any more RuneScape videos uploaded. There's been like a drought in RuneScape videos being uploaded because fucking...
If it broke, get you duo or trio.
Oh, I just did it for Slayer. Not really, dude. Fuck, Vorkath is probably way more fucking money. Vorkath is probably way more fucking money. I'll see if there's any more YouTube RuneScape. My fingers are just way too like my fucking usually I'd say I hit my enter key with my ring finger on my right hand. So I can't stick it up, but like this finger. And my finger, that finger, it's like probably my second smallest finger, and it's way too big for the enter key. Like I always hit this fucking key above it. Like, I don't even know who the fuck's making these keyboards. Like, I guarantee somebody made it and he modeled it after his fucking, like, little Asian fucking wife who had really small fucking fingers. Like, these keyboards are not made for adults at all. How the fuck's this guy already balding, dude? He's like in his 30s. He's already balding? This guy needs to start PvPing, dude. He looks like Odablock, dude. He looks like a young Odablock, dude. Holy fuck, he's already balding, dude? That guy's my age, dude. He's already balding. Oh my god, dude. I ain't watching no fucking RuneScape balding content, dude. Fuck that. It's too depressing. Yeah, see, it's been such a drought, dude. Like, Jimmy's not even uploading RuneScape content. Oh, the entire RuneScape iceberg. This guy makes icebergs all the times, dude. What the fuck? You made a RuneScape iceberg?
This is the iceberg of RuneScape. At the top, we have references that
Oh no, he doesn't. This isn't the guy.
Understand. Like for example, the gnome chat, something that became one of the most
This
iconic
isn't the right
names in
guy.
the history of this game. But as we go
This is a
deeper
RuneScape
into the
creator.
depths of the iceberg, we start to come across references that most people have never even heard of. For example, the instant demo build of RuneScape back in the day, which was a fascinating method for Jagex to pull in new players. Unfortunately, in the end, it didn't quite work out, but it's still a nice relic from the past. In this video, I have referenced over 50 moments, incidents, or people
Chinese overlords. Pride event. Oh shit, the Pride event, level 3 cape. Yeah, the level 3 fire cape. Those guys are cheaters, dude. You know how they get that shit. It's really easy to fucking do it. All you do is you pay fucking somebody to make you a custom RuneScape server. That's just the fight caves. And you can edit every single fucking value yourself. Like, you can make the fucking bosses hit nothing on you. Like, at all. So you can make it look like, oh shit, I fucked up. Is he going to hit me? Oh my god, thank god he hit a 0. Meanwhile, you know every single fucking time they're going to hit a 0 on you no matter what. Yeah, that's scummy, man. I found that out, man. You can get private servers made of RuneScape easily, man. So some YouTubers do that. Like the level 3 Fire Cape. That guy's a fucking fraud. He bought a server. He got somebody to make him a server that was a clone of the Fire Caves, but he could edit every single value in the Fire Cave, so no matter what, he would not get killed, no matter what. He knew what every single thing was going to hit him. Every single thing he set to 0, so he would take no damage, right? But yeah, RuneScape couldn't have a... Sorry, I just got distracted. I seen RS maybe. RuneScape couldn't have a movie. Jagus is way too incompetent to even fucking... No, that'd be a fucking disaster, dude. That'd be a fucking complete disaster, chat. Jesus Christ, what a distraction. Anyways, yeah, these guys like rent servers, like custom, like private servers, but they're like the clones of the Fight Cave. But they know they can edit every single value, so they know they're not gonna get hit at all. It's crazy, man. It just shows. It's not even showcasing their gameplay skills. It's just showcasing their acting and shit like that. But yeah, let's go.
That have left their mark in the history of RuneScape, and we're starting off at the top. Sea Shanty 2, a music track that has taken over the mainstream gaming industry at this point. It has gathered over 40 million views throughout different channels on YouTube and Spotify. It's used by many of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and it's become an iconic song that people just know without even understanding what the game of RuneScape is about. The composer of this track had only...
Those Twitch streamers look like such NPCs, dude. You got the fucking emo anime girl. You got the fucking gay brown guy. You got the girl who just wants to fit in. And you got the loser who has no other fucking friends, so he hangs out with every fucking loser he knows.
Of RuneScape is about.
This guy's, look at his face. Look at this guy. I want you to look at this guy's face reaction the whole fucking time. You want to see what an NPC looks like? Look at this shit, man.
Spotify, it's used by many of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and it's become an iconic song that people just know without even understanding what the game of RuneScape is about.
No emotion at all.
Of this track
no emotion at all. They're just dead. They can't show emotion. They can show a little bit of emotion, but they don't feel emotion. They can show it if they want to act it, but they can't feel it themselves.
Data to work with, and he had the task of making a simple yet catchy tune with that space. It's safe to say that he did indeed succeed. 2007 RuneScape, the most famous period in RuneScape's history and one of the biggest snowball effects in gaming industry ever. It all started way before
wow,
2007 when Jagex had a massive problem with...
Oh shit, look at my face, dude. It's because the green on the screen, it's reflecting onto my face and it's hitting the fucking green screen, dude. Oh my god, I'm invisible. Holy shit, dude, my hand's invisible. Oh, it's getting my tattoo. It's getting the gray from my tattoo. And it's thinking it's green because it's hitting off the fucking monitor. Oh my god, guys, I'm going invisible. So you notice how the other hand doesn't do that? But the hand that's tattooed does do that? Oh my god, guys, help me, dude. I'm sick, guys. I have cancer, guys. As you can see, I got throat cancer. I got cancer of the throat, guys, as you can see. The surgery is going to cost me $200,000. So if you guys can hit the donation link, it's down.
Were farming gold to sell on the black market. Jagex simply couldn't keep up. It was one band-aid fix after another, so the best solution they found was just to remove trading between all players, meaning you can't swap gold.
Oh, I remember this shit, dude. That's killed the game, dude. Because Jagex was too incompetent to get rid of the bots back then, so they just fucking fucked everyone else over.
That's what they did in
Yeah.
2007. Unfortunately, this was the main core mechanic of RuneScape, and removing that meant removing a big portion of the game, including the wilderness. Over the next few years, players started losing interest in RuneScape because the game they fell in love with just didn't feel the same.
Oh, did you see that, dude? That guy just holy shit! That guy had 2,426 on this guy, dude. Holy fuck! Did you see that shit? Let's rewatch that.
Meant removing a big portion of the game, including the wilderness. Over the next few years,
That fire, dude. 2,426. Holy shit!
players started losing interest in RuneScape because the game they fell in love with just didn't feel the same anymore. And just to put it into perspective, before all of this went down,
Yeah, remember the
RuneScape
Canada
regularly
servers,
had
dude? I remember that shit, dude. Yeah, 18, 17, and 18 were Canadian servers, dude. I remember that shit, dude. I was talking about that the other day. I was trying to remember which one was it, dude. I remember that Canada servers, dude. I ain't got no fucking Canada servers anymore, man. You assholes,
over
dude.
200,000 players online, but after the famous trade removal incident, it took only a few years until RuneScape lost almost 5x their player base and the numbers dwindled down to just 40,000. Luckily, that snowball effect also introduced microtransactions because Jagex was desperate to stay afloat, which also introduced back the 2007 RuneScape, aka old school RuneScape we know today. So basically, we've come full circle now. The Gnome Chat, an iconic character in RuneScape that became one of the most popular memes on the internet. It all started when a RuneScape player posted a funny meme with the Gnome Chat where the character reads a philosophical quote about life, and that meme spread like wildfire. It took only a couple of weeks until you could see the Gnome Chat on mugs, t-shirts, NFTs and mousepads. There were even music videos related to this character. Anything that can be custom made had the meme on it. To this day, and you can still visit him at the Gnome Stronghold, and when talking to it, you get tons of meaningful dialogue about life. Sezima, likely the most iconic player in RuneScape's history. The first to reach maximum levels in most skills, the first player to reach 1 billion experience, and an icon to the most popular period of RuneScape's history. As time went on, he started playing less and less until in 2009 he announced taking a step back from the game, stating that he's gonna quit playing competitively because he's losing his sense of accomplishment in what he worked so hard to achieve. It is very hard to put into words how popular he was. Almost every player in RuneScape had him added on their friends list. Whenever he logged online, he always had a horde of players following him around. If you met him in game, it felt like meeting the biggest Hollywood star in the gaming world. It doesn't matter if you're a noob or an experienced player, everyone knew him. He was even mentioned as one of the biggest role models for all children in one of the studies made by Cartoon Network. Sezima still plays this game casually, and you can see him yourself in game.
No, it doesn't, dude. It's a fucking employee, dude. Come on.
Completion escape, which does require players to complete all major content available, including skills, bosses, quests, minigames, and so on. Okay, that was the first of the 7.
Yeah, this guy's got it wrong completely, dude. It's not a fucking person, dude. It's a fucking employee. I'm not even sure if we should watch the rest of this, dude. We already know this guy's information's wrong. This guy thinks it's an actual fucking person.
Iceberg. All of these are widely known things that even people who don't play RuneScape know. So how about we go a little bit deeper? The second row will introduce topics that most people who have played RuneScape have at least heard about, but there are still some very fascinating stories.
I will put a comment to let him know. Probably has no fucking clue. Oh, nobody in the fucking chat even knows too. Holy shit. Play and no, he doesn't play anymore. It's a project inside of Jagex. I can't see the video, dude. They exposed it all. And Jagex admitting it.
That that definitely will pique your interest. And we're starting with 060606, the infamous Valador massacre
Yeah,
incident
most
that
famous
happened on 6th of
accident.
June 2006 on the server World 111.
Which
1 week
Jagex
prior
made
to
this
the
happen.
incident, a new skill in RuneScape was announced called Construction, which allow players to build their very own houses. In those player-owned houses, there were options for players to attack each other in a safe
Jagex
area
wanted a viral
just
story.
for
That's why they
fun.
wait till
Somehow,
666
just
for this
after
to
the first
happen.
player got 99 construction and hosted their very own party in their house, some of the players in that party retained their ability to attack others even
Wrong.
outside where
It
it
was
wasn't
only people in the dueling ring. The people who got kicked out that were in the fucking dueling thing. These guys were able to fucking attack other people, not every single person.
safe zone. This caused a few players to go completely rogue, attacking innocent players all around the map and taking their loot.
Yeah, see, if
The
it was
most
every
famous
single person would be fighting. It wouldn't just be like 10 people. And Juriel wouldn't be the famous person. There'd be so many fucking people doing it.
in this group was a player named Duriel321 and his iconic outfit with green party hat and abyssal whip. The Valador massacre incident was due to an error in the construction skill code, where if you were kicked out of someone else's house while you were inside the combat ring, it still left you
Exactly.
the option to attack other players. No
Now
matter
you
where
say that. You said
stood.
everyone. You said
Interestingly
everyone
enough,
could fight each
World
other
111
first.
became full in just a matter of minutes, going from 1,000 players to 2,000 just because players wanted to see the incident themselves. What's more fascinating is that Jagex at first couldn't ban the players who went rogue because there was a safe lock where you can't log out while you're in combat. So as long as the players just kept attacking innocent bystanders, Jagex couldn't force them to stop. Unfortunately, Duriel321 stopped being in combat for more than 10 seconds, and as soon as the timer hit, Jagex moderators banned the account immediately. Jagex later did say they were sorry about the Valador massacre happening, but did not reimburse any victims of the incident. The Twisted Bow spawn. The Twisted Bow is one of the most valuable items in old school RuneScape, so it became a massive surprise to a lot of players when on February 28, 2019, the item was randomly just on the ground next to the farming guild and everyone could just grab one. Just to put into perspective, if you try to buy the Twisted Bow with bonds today, it would cost you about $800. So the fact that every minute hundreds of these Twisted Bows were spawning into the game was a shock to say the least. It took Jagex about half an hour to figure this out and fix the problem. In this case, they just put 4 tree stumps on the top of the bow, meaning players couldn't it was still there, and it was a sight to be seen by thousands of players, but nobody could touch it. But by that point, the damage was already done. It was estimated that about 10,000 Twisted Bows entered the game during that day, which would have completely annihilated the old school
10,000?
economy.
Holy fuck.
Jagex's initial response was
What a
to
bunch
not
of
roll
idiots,
back the
dude.
servers, stating that they have it under control. They knew the players who took it and they're gonna remove all the unfair Twisted Bows. However, quite soon it became obvious that they have no way of tracking every Twisted Bow in the game because there was a lot of different ways to get rid of it. You could put the items in your death coffer, you could do staking in Duel Arena, you could turn it into other items in Grand Exchange, and every single minute that passed by, these scenarios were more likely to happen. So about 3 hours after the incident, Jagex decided to roll back the servers to a state before the spawn happened. Players who turned their bows into bombs got banned. The current story goes that a developer was working on the Hesperipos in the farming guild and accidentally mapped a single Twisted Bow next to it, and this turned into one of the most obscure 30 minutes in RuneScape's history. Miniclip. Back in 2004, Miniclip was the site to go to if you wanted to play video games. It had hundreds of arcade-type games starting from Zed, a game where you had to go through multiple dungeons, Bubble Trouble, a game all about precision. It even had games like the George
I remember
Bush
that one,
Shootout,
dude.
which was
Yep.
absolutely nuts to see, and everyone played
And
it.
Stick Arena.
At the
Mention
same
Stick
time,
Arena.
Jagex
Oh,
was
you
looking for
fucking
new
idiot.
sources of players, and they made a deal.
That's how you know this guy didn't play it on fucking Miniclip. They didn't mention Stick Arena. Stick Arena was Miniclip's best game, dude. Stick Arena was fucking awesome, dude. It was like a shooter game, but it was like a heads down or like a top down shooter game, and you were a fucking stick man.
Deal with Miniclip to host RuneScape on their site. The deal sparked an interest in likely millions of players throughout the next few years to join RuneScape, and probably was one of the main reasons why this game became so big. Everyone knew about Miniclip, and since RuneScape at the time was a very small game with a very big world, it gave the perfect opportunity for kids back then to delve into the world of Gielinor. Later on, RuneScape and Club Penguin also started fighting for the #1 spot in the miniclip rankings. This was until few years later when Jagex decided to branch out with their own client and miniclip became the relic in the past. In 2022, miniclip decided to put out their full focus on mobile games and stop producing and showcasing games on their browser. But it's safe to say that miniclip was the reason most players
Mini
found
basketball.
RuneScape. Swampletics, a RuneScape series that has gathered
mini
almost
soccer, not
50 million
football.
views on YouTube throughout its journey. After Settled maxed out his Ultimate Ironman account that took 7,000 hours of progress, he had a new idea to lock his account into Mauritania, a single part in the map of Gielinor. Once again, he decided an Ultimate Ironman was the way to go, which means no access to any of the banks in RuneScape. The series became an immediate success from episode 1 when he had 50,000 subscribers, a number that took him 3 years to complete, and he doubled that number in just a matter of weeks. Even though Settled didn't come up with the area locked Ironman series, he was definitely the one that made it popular. Settled had a way to tell a story in RuneScape that no other content creator had ever done before. Minuscule grinds like getting 15 agility in Mauritania, a grind that usually takes less than an hour to complete on a normal account, suddenly became a full-on interesting storyline that shaped the account to one-of-a-kind event. As the episodes passed by, so did the interest grew more in players. Everything came together perfectly, from settled storytelling, the unique perspective of playing RuneScape, to everyone just talking about it. It came to a point where the RuneScape subreddit had to put up a spoiler alert for not looking up Swampletics on the high scores so you don't get spoiled at the next episode. And it soon was clear that even if you don't play RuneScape, you want to see how this comes to an end.
Nah, I don't give a
Unfortunately,
fuck,
just
dude.
2 episodes before the finish
I don't
line,
care about
Settled
Iron Mans.
lost all his progress when he died to a vampire in Mauritania. Thousands of hours poured into the account are all gone, and it became one of the most controversial.
I don't care about Iron Man,
topics
dude.
in
If I played
RuneScape.
Iron Man,
There
I'd
was
lie again
nasty
and die.
rumors about Settled
Pointless
relationships,
for me.
how he didn't drain the account himself, he didn't lose those items, and so on and so on. People were so invested in this, and not to mention all the conspiracy theories about his wipe. I think we're done here. Settled are absolutely ridiculous, and he
All the
isn't
Iron
wiped in
Man
anything
community
here.
bullshit. I don't care about this, dude.
Level 3 fire.
This was a cheater, dude. This was a guy who bought a fucking custom server and modified all the fucking damage to hit him for 0.
Iconic items in RuneScape. That's where most players started their PvM journey, and that's where you see most players shaking like a leaf on their first attempt. So it was no surprise when 2 players decided to go head to head to see who can complete the lowest level fire cape in RuneScape. Exact and Randy, both experienced players, and their specialty is
cheaters.
understanding RuneScape game mechanics to the core, which also allowed them to break the rules of RuneScape as we know. It all started many
Yeah, they went
years
to
ago
the
when
servers,
Randy
dude.
managed to get a fire cape on level 30 Ultimate Ironman account. Already at this point, it's a masterful achievement that most players could only dream of. But Randy wanted to push this even further, so just 1 year later, he decided to tackle this challenge again, and he managed to get a fire cape on level 17 combat account. Exact noticed that and basically said, hey,
Just a bunch of
challenge
fucking
is
cheaters
on.
just cheating
Just
back
few
and
months
forth.
later, pulled that number
Just try to
to
see how much
16
bullshit
combat
they can
levels.
get away with.
Already at this point, this is something amazing that no other player has
They can't
ever
get banned in
managed to
RuneScape
achieve,
because they're not
which
playing
caught
on
the attention
RuneScape's
of a lot
official
of fans.
server.
People wanted to see what weird and funky mechanics they would use this time to get the combat level even lower. And that's
So
what they
scummy,
did.
man. People
Exact
fall
got
for
the
this
combat
shit.
level down to 14. Randy saw the
Hundreds of
video and
thousands of
challenged
fucking
himself to get
idiots
the
fall
combat
for
level
this
down
shit,
to
dude.
9. And
They don't even know
Exact did
RuneScape
the
custom
exact
servers
same thing,
exist or
Exact
private
did
servers
the
exist.
fire
Yeah, I'm skipping this shit, dude.
doing this yesterday. On any accounts,
These guys would be hitting nothing but zeros on fucking Jad and everything else in there. They wouldn't even hit a fucking 1 at level 3. That's how you know they're cheating.
used by
Cabbage.
Jagex moderators to control the game of RuneScape. The cabbage specifically is meant to be used as a custom tool to spectate other players in the game and was mostly used during the Dead Man tournaments. The most famous rotten item is probably the potato, which allows Jagex moderators to spawn any items, set stats on any accounts, wipe inventories, teleport anywhere on the map, or spawn
Yeah,
NPCs
that's a way
on the
better
map.
item than the
most
rest.
famous incident of
That item is way better than the fucking wrong cabbage. All the wrong cabbage can do is spectate. I've seen it
Video
wipe
is when a
inventories and do
player
everything
managed to
fucking
pull
else.
Jagex moderator into the game of stealing creation, a minigame where you can pickpocket other players. As soon as the Jagex moderator teleports to them, the player starts pickpocketing the J mod and realizes, wait, I don't have the teaming level for this. So the player asks the J mod to change their teaming level to 1 with the rotten potato, and the moderator is completely oblivious to what's going on here. The change happens, the player starts pickpocketing and steals the rotten potato from the inventory. At first, the player thinks it's just a normal potato, but after right clicking he realizes what he stumbled upon. He starts going through all the commands of the potato and it shows how many different options there are for this item. The player realizes he might get banned very soon doing this method, so they decide to drop it to the ground and it disappears. The amount of damage he could have done with this item would have been insane had he known earlier, spawning thousands of items to all players, spawning aggressive NPCs in safe zones, wiping inventories and so on. Besides the cabbage and potato, there is also the rotten egg, which is used to teleport to every boss and skill location in the game. It is safe to say that the rotten vegetables are the most powerful weapons in RuneScape and could cause some massive
There is
havoc
this
if
Rinse's
wielded
bot
in the wrong
busting.
hand.
The only time they'll bust bots if they can fucking monetize it on a live stream. And they look like fucking tools. Of course they do, dude. Try and dress like the default fucking character because they're too scared to show their own fucking appearances, dude. They look like probably fucking tools themselves. Yeah, the only time they'll bust bots is when they can fucking monetize it and make money off of it. I mean, why would they bust bots? They're paying customers just like me and you. That's how they see it.
117 HD, a project that took 117 over 2 years to make. It was supposed to bring back the high quality graphics that many players were looking forward to. 117 showcased the progress of this plugin on RuneLite for months, and just 2 days before the plugin was supposed to go live, Jagex made a news post stating that 117 was not allowed to make the HD client public under no circumstances.
Yeah, because
They
RuneScape
had
is too
years
we've
to
been
let
trying for
117
time,
know about this,
and they're
but they
too
decided to leave
incompetent.
it under the very last moment.
All these
Jagex
plugin
had their
creators are
own
way
HD
more,
client
way
in the
better
works
developers
and
than
wanted to
fucking
showcase that
anyone they
players
have at
once
Jagex.
it's done. This made players very angry. To this day, the HD client drama still has 3 out of the 4 top posts on Reddit of all time. This got so bad that it made thousands of players cancel their subscriptions, calling it unfair that Jagex treated 117 this way. Jagex very quickly realized their mistake, and just 24 hours later, they backpedaled and allowed the project to continue. Also, funnily enough, the project Jagex initially wanted to shut down ended up winning the Golden Gnome Award for the best artistic creation.
Fucking
The HD client is
scumbags.
still one of the most
Because
beloved
Jagex is way too fucking lazy to do anything. These developers make plugins to make the game way better, and Jagex tries to fucking just fucking destroy them. Just because Jagex is mad that they couldn't fucking do it because they're incompetent as shit.
features of the game, and it really showcased how for once players can come together and show how much they care about
So
this game.
sad, dude. They don't even give a fuck
Venezuelans.
about the
This
community.
is probably one of the saddest topics in the entire iceberg and showcases how gaming and real life can collide under some odd circumstances. Venezuela has been in the brink of economical collapse for years now. Their country is overpowered by corrupt politicians, meaning the common people have nowhere to turn, and if the economy isn't working, that means people don't get paid. That has led many of their people to rely on real-world trading from Runescape to provide for their family. The gold on the black market as I'm making this video is around 15 cents per 1 million GP. Usually the Venezuelans moneymakers are going for around 3 to 4 million GP hour, meaning these people make 60 cents per hour. 4 working days gives them around $5 to $6, which is barely enough to survive. This has put Jagex into tough positions because they do have to constantly ban these accounts since trading gold on the black market is against the game's rules. So on one hand, you have people who are literally fighting for their lives and Runescape is their safety net, but on the other hand, you have Jagex who needs to protect the integrity of their game. Unfortunately, that situation started many years ago.
Yeah, there's
and
so
to
many
this
other
day, it
games they
hasn't
could
gotten
farm.
better. The prices of RuneScape Gold have also drastically dropped.
It's
meaning
it's
Venezuelans
an
are
easy
slowly
way to
integrating
fucking
other games like World of
very
Warcraft,
easy
League of
way to
Legends,
fucking
Fortnite,
end
Battle
fucking
Axe,
botting in
and many
RuneScape. I
others
already made
into
a
their
two-step
daily
fucking plan.
routine. And with that, we conclude the second row of RuneScape iceberg. Some information was more
Very
available,
fucking
some was
easy.
not, but it's time to get to the details.
Yeah, the Pride
Let's
event
start with
wasn't
the
on there at
Chinese
all.
overlords. Back in 2011, the 3 brothers who created RuneScape officially sold the company to an UK investment firm, and since then Jagex has been handed over from one company to
I didn't hear
another.
anything about
The
a private
Chinese
event.
investment group bought Jagex for $530 million
But he
in
just puts more shit
2016
on there and just
heavily
talks about a
started
few
investing
things.
into microtransactions to try and squeeze as much profit as possible. That made a lot of players leave RuneScape 3, and the 2011 to 2016 period is widely considered one of the lowest periods of
Wanna
game
do it?
ever.
Reach
In
99?
2020, the company was sold
Hello
again
world
to
with an
another
achievement
investment
banner.
firm, who then also sold the company next year, the Carlyle Group, who in 2024 also sold the company once
That's not pay
again
to
to another
win.
private
Or
equity
just
firm.
pay.
And it's very likely that
It's
the next
not pay to
owners
win
are
because it's
also going
a
to be something
declaration,
like
but
that. So in the span of basically a single decade, Jagex has had 6 different owners and is likely looking for another one in the near future. Mod Jet, probably the most infamous Jagex moderator that has ever existed. Mod Jet was junior content developer for old school RuneScape until September 2018, when he was dismissed from Jagex for gross misconduct of his powers. It all started during a dead man tournament, when all the opponents of a PKing clan called Rot kept getting disconnected, and for some reason, Mod Jet had been in touch with the members of Rot before joining Jagex and was part of the clan. The story kept going even deeper when suddenly Reddit threads
wait a second. That
he
doesn't
was
make
a
sense.
junior content
So they were all all of Rot was disconnected. And he
developer
was
for
in
old school
Rot?
RuneScape until September 2018, when he was dismissed from Jagex for gross misconduct of his powers. It all started during a dead man tournament, when all the opponents of a PKing clan called Rot kept getting disconnected, and for some reason, Mod Jet had been in touch with the members of Rot before joining Jagex and was part of the clan. The story kept going even deeper when suddenly Reddit threads started popping up saying they have been scammed out of nowhere, even though their credentials seemed to be completely fine and there was no leaks. Coincidentally, this also started happening to players who were rivals against the Rot clan. Something didn't feel right, so Jagex did an internal investigation and they found no fault at first. Then another Deadman tournament was hosted and the final location was supposed to be outside of Falador. Whoever had this information would have a massive upper hand in the final fight for $10,000, and to a surprise of nobody, Rot was the only team to figure out the location. And no,
How
they
does
did
this make
not figure
sense? So at first you were saying he was Rot's enemies, but saying he was disconnecting Rot. And then you're saying he's in Rot, and then you're saying he gave Rot the location of where the last chest is. Oh fuck, dude. This guy's fucking 39K subscribers. Like, what the fuck, dude? Way more uplikes than dislikes. I'm disliking. There's so much fake information in this. I found 3 things of fake information. What the fuck, dude? So first this mod was disconnecting Rot, and then it turns out he used to be in Rot, and then he gives Rot the location. Is he helping them or sabotaging them? Like, make up your mind.
it out themselves. The final nail in the coffin was the fact that Rot members had
What the fuck's
multiple
this?
one-letter names in their clan,
Video's not
something
over
so
yet.
rare and valuable that it seemed very unlikely to happen. Unless those names were specifically made available to Rot members. People started piecing together all these occurrences happening around the clan and one Jagex moderator affiliated with the clan, and it soon became apparent what was going on. Jagex did another internal investigation into Mod Jet and found no wrongdoing. But at the same time, they also gave back all the one-letter, very unique names to the
It doesn't make
original
sense why
owners.
he was
It all came crashing down
disconnecting
with
him at
billions of
first. I think
GP
that's
he
bullshit.
stole from
I think you just
players
add that
using
in
his
just to like fill
moderator
time.
tools. Despite not being involved with Rot anymore, allegedly, he still used his account tools to scam players. It is estimated that Mod Jet took minimum of 400 billion GP from multiple players that on the black market at the time was around $200,000. And this doesn't even count in all the players who didn't catch on to this at the time and couldn't get the refund. Jagex can track everything through their system, and as soon as they started looking into these scammed accounts, Mod Jet was fired on the spot. Not only that, it later came out that he also destroyed the untradeable items like void pieces, fighter torsos, defenders, just to ruin other people's account. Jagex sued
Wow.
Mod Jet, and there was an investigation by the government. Rot Clan completely disbanded him and didn't care about him anymore. He had to change his real life name twice, just to stay anonymous. And he had all of his bank accounts frozen due to undisclosed income, which was allegedly the gold he stole on the black market. About 3 years ago, the court case ended and
So Jagex can
lost.
sue one of their employees, but they won't sue the fucking gold sellers that have been destroying their game for time? No, because they're paying customers. Why would they?
Jagex lost against Mo Ched, but not because he didn't scam anyone. It was more so that Jagex fired Mo Ched without notice, and that was against the law in UK. The TLDR was that the court couldn't determine whether Mo Ched was guilty or not, and Jagex took the wrong approach firing him, because they
Fucking
already
idiots.
made him look guilty before the internal investigation was over. Furthermore, from the court documents, it was found out that 69 different accounts were accessed by Mo Ched. All of them had the two-factor authenticator on, but it didn't matter. Some of these accounts were accessed via a cell phone with an IP attached to Mo Ched's home location. Some accounts were logged in at the office through company's Wi-Fi at specific access points, which shows Ched on surveillance cameras at around these locations. Since his bank accounts were frozen, it is thought that he never saw a single penny of that money, and that was the story of the most corrupt Jagex moderator
This guy
that
looks
has ever
fucked,
existed.
dude. This guy looks so fucked, dude. Holy shit, legs crossed, arms crossed, head looking like a fucking dinosaur, old ass dinosaur. Oh my god, dude.
King of the Skill. A temporary game mode in old school
That was
Runescape where the
terrifying,
aim was
dude.
to gain most amount of experience in 24 hours of gameplay. The competition lasted for an entire month, and every player could log into dedicated worlds and compete with others. There was two categories: most amount of total levels and most amount of experience in every skill. In a sense, King of the Skill was the predecessor to Leagues, because just like in Leagues, the experience multiplier was times 10. Every account was an Ironman, and after 24 hours of gameplay, your account was immediately logged out, and that was it. Of course, as was expected, Wooks won the entire competition with total levels, but the real controversy for King of the Skill came out few weeks after, when it turned out that most of the competitors had cheated to get to the top. A lot of players used alt accounts to gain advantages in
K-girl.
skills like smithing and fletching to seek out stores for supplies, and using alts was against the rules, so they had to seek out those
Oh,
players
come on.
and remove them from the high scores. Good example of that was players who were using alt accounts to find Seiya gang activity and managed to get over 20 million strength experience in 24 hours of gameplay. Or another example was picking up ashes from the ground of other players and making serum 207 potions to win the Herblore category. Basically, there was cheese methods for every single skill, and Jagex had to find out one by one which players were real and which ones were not. The entire process was an absolute headache. Secondly, people who actually won the competition ended up also getting unfairly banned because the system in place to detect winners wasn't that good. For example, Evonabi, a player who also was the first one to obtain the Dragon Trophy in Leagues 4, won the King of the Skill. Of course, until he got banned. Then, a few days later, Jagex
So many
backed off and
cheaters,
removed the
dude.
ban, admitting their fault. And this happened to many other players who were not cheating, but got banned for cheating.
I mean, you
Finally,
got people
after
with rot
everything
in
was
their
done and
fucking
dusted,
name.
the
They're
winners
cheating,
were
dude.
announced, but another problem arose. People didn't get their winnings. In fact, some players had to wait 2 years just to get their lifetime membership added to their account, which was one of the prizes. Here is Osiris stating that it's been 2 years since I won King of the Skill and I still haven't received my physical reward. There was a Reddit post where a player waited 650 days to
Why
receive
you
the
very
reward
relying on
until
Jagex, man?
Modsween swooped in and manually added
Hey, what the
10,900
fuck?
days of membership on his account. King of the Skill was, however, disbanded forever, since it took too much effort for someone
Why you
supposed
relying
to
on
be temporary,
Jagex to give you a
and Jagex
physical
just
fucking
didn't have the
prize,
resources
dude?
to deal with all the
Like, are you
cheaters
fucking
and the
that
winners.
stupid?
When it registers. Since we
This is
already
one of the
talked about
most
one
incompetent
game mode,
companies
we
in
might
the
as well
fucking
mention
world.
another
Let's remember that.
controversial yet hilarious incident. It's 2021 and Deadman game mode is
They
in
get an
full
influx of
effect.
players and
Deadman
they
by
fucking
that point has
flop
had
really
like
hard this
15
year.
different events, and honestly, for the most part, it's been a disaster. From ex-Jagex moderators intentionally DDoSing certain players to the servers not being able to handle all the loads, and since the prize pool was $10,000, there was a lot of money at stake here. So it's the 15th event in total, and Jagex has promised this time to fix everything. They decided to not host a massive final hour fight between clans, but instead the top 2048 players all fight each other 1 versus 1 until a single player remains. If a player experienced connection issues, they were immediately disqualified. so a lot of players couldn't even log in to participate in the final fights, and the players who can log in had an insane lag to a point where they could move only once every 5 to 6 seconds. The server was targeted by a DDoS attack confirmed by Jagex later on, which caused heavy lag for the players. PKers put hundreds of hours of dedication in the previous 3 weeks to make it to the top 2000, and now they couldn't even fight for the final prize because the servers just couldn't handle it. And
Yet
bringing all
Fortnite
of
can
that
do
together got us
yet,
one of the
yet
funniest
Fortnite can do FNCS and tournaments. Every other game can do fucking tournaments, no fucking problem, but RuneScape can't.
clips of all time.
One back off prayer. This could kill Manx when it registered. Manx
When it registers, look, they know it's lagging. Look!
on the back burner now. Needs to hit a VS.
I told a block with hair. That must have been a long time ago, dude.
When it registered.
Before he got his most recent hair transplant.
What the fuck? Look how laggy it is. The hit didn't even spawn. I can't do this today. I can't do this today, bro. I can't do this today. I can't do this today. I waited too long. I spent 3 weeks. Waiting for this.
Don't fucking rely. Don't waste that much time waiting on something from Jagex. 3 weeks? Maybe 3 days, but not 3 weeks.
Furthermore, Jagex tried to
Jagex, one of the most, probably the most incompetent company in Europe.
DDoSed and was plagued by massive network issues, despite the fact that Jagex was
Definitely the most incompetent company that I've seen in Canada.
The entire event was an absolute
And that says a lot, because a
and
lot of
since
Canada
then,
companies are
Jagex
shit.
has officially disbanded the Deadman tournament in that format. The latest versions of the Deadman tournament have been for the most part just fun, with prize pools given out randomly to top 25 players, and it is safe to say that we will never
ROT
see Deadman in
Bodhi.
that format again, unless Jagex decides to host a LAN event
More
with
rot
offline
people on
servers.
there, like
Day 1 boosted rates. There is an unsupported
shooting
claim
their
made
asses
by
off.
players, and some even call this conspiracy theory that the drop rates for uniques from new bosses or raids are increased on release day. Some people extend the conspiracy to say that it only applies to streamers and content creators to pull players in. Secondly, it's actually not a conspiracy.
Streamers
that
and
much.
content
There is
creators.
some logic behind it. A lot of players are going to get the drops on day 1 just because of the massive amount of people doing it at the same time. This makes
Yeah.
drops look more common than they are, but there are 20 people who get drops and 100,000 people who get nothing. It's the same thing when you see ultra rare third age drops on Reddit or YouTube videos, because usually players only show off the good loot, which makes it seem like
Yeah.
everyone on day 1 is getting drops. What people don't
Exactly.
see is the thousands of players who don't get the drops.
Yep.
Still, a
You
lot of
see the
players
4 or
believe that
5
Jagex
people that
boosted
get
the drop
fucking
rate from
drops,
day
and
1
you'll
to
see the
pull
fucking
people in
thousands
and
of people
get
that
them
don't get
playing.
drops.
That was the third row of the RuneScape iceberg, and now we're finally getting into the deep end, and some of these topics are so obscure that even as I'm presenting this video to you, I have no idea how these were found out. Let's start with the Desert Treasure origins. Desert Treasure 1 origin story is one of the most fascinating things in this game's history. Back in 2004, RuneScape started getting more and more popular every single day, which also meant Jagex needed more people to work for them. Developers, community managers, analysts, customer support, and much
So they
more.
went to a high
during the
school.
summer of 2004, Jagex hired tons of interns through universities in Cambridge. to
Nah,
work
they
on
didn't go to
smaller
they didn't go to
projects in the game,
university or
like
college, dude. They went
quests,
to high
minigames,
schools, dude. Shut the
etc.,
fuck up.
etc. 3 positions
The
were
developers
opened
are
up
from
for
high
content
school, man.
developers, and Jagex said that we will
They're
give
not
you
from college and
absolute free
university,
choice
man.
on what
Come
you want
on.
to work on. One was the Monkey Madness quest, which players absolutely loved, but the developers in the future hated. The second option was Throne of Miscellanea, which also brought kingdom management. And the final option was multi-part quest, which was the only thing they had going on for them.
That's
so
the fucking,
intern got to
Bale's
work, and
gloves.
nobody bothered him for an entire summer. When the QA analyst came to look what he achieved, they for the life of them couldn't believe what happened. Firstly, this multi-part quest had so many problems, starting with the fact that the quest giver was supposed to be the final boss. But if you're fighting the final boss, then other players can't start the quest, because the quest giver is currently busy, meaning only one
Then you're
player
putting
can
your own
do the quest
instance.
at a time. Secondly, the intern added a login check for every player, and if they hadn't started the quest, the player would be immediately teleported to the start of the quest without any notice upon their login. Also, even though this was a members quest, the free-to-play players would have been also teleported as well. Doesn't matter if you're level 3, max account, free to play, if you have any quests completed, if you have any stats, everyone would have been teleported to the start of Desert Treasure quest. Not only that, but the dialogue was so boring.
They all look like
written
really sweaty fucking.
the quest without any notice.
They all look
upon
like
their
really sweaty fucking high schoolers, dude. Holy shit, dude. That's the Jagex team, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, they probably have a whole combined IQ of fucking like 15, dude. These guys do not look smart at fucking all, dude. They look like they sit in their basement all day and read fucking comic books. These guys do not look smart at all, dude.
again.
Not even
Also,
computer smart, just book smart. Like, no, they don't even look fucking computer smart or book smart. They look comic book smart. They don't even look like they can program shit.
even though this was a members quest, the free-to-play players would have been also teleported as well. Doesn't matter if you're level 3, max account, free-to-play, if you have any quests completed, if you have any stats, everyone would have been teleported to the start of Desert Treasure quest. Not only that, but the dialogue was so poorly written with spelling errors in almost every sentence. The intern was immediately fired on the spot, but there was a problem now. Jagex had an entire quest worth of assets they couldn't use, and they were definitely not gonna throw those assets away. Since all of it was put together rather fast, there are now some odd instances of Desert Treasure that you might notice. One example is that the quest is called Desert Treasure, but you barely spend any time in desert at all. Or how there are tons of one-off characters in the quest that never appear anywhere else again, like the dude living in the sewers under Trainer Village. And finally, the fact that Majorat at the end of Desert Treasure 1 looks like Anubis, which was an asset for the previous quest, and no other Majorat looks like this. So basically, Desert Treasure 1, likely the most famous quest in RuneScape's history, was put together on the back of some questionable choices to say the least. Mechscape. Like I mentioned before, the news of RuneScape back in 2005 spread like wildfire. Suddenly the game became one of the most popular MMOs in just few years. That also meant more revenue, which meant Jagex as a gaming company could start working on other projects. Their very first project, and the first time it was mentioned in 2006, was Mechscape. The way this game was described was sci-fi space game similar to RuneScape. Jagex worked on this project for 3 years without revealing anything about Mechscape. Players were excited to say the least, but as with any new MMO, it takes sometimes up to 10 years to develop a full game. So it came as a shock to players in 2009.
I mean, when you get shitty developers, sure, yeah. 10 years,
so they
sure.
are gonna scrap some of it, but they're still working on the project, which is now gonna be called Stellar Stone, and that's their future sci-fi MMO. Players got to see even more concept art.
It did not take 10 years to make a fucking game.
Players also had the chance to sign up for a beta access on Stellar Dawn website.
You got shitty fucking developers that you pay per hour. They want to fucking milk those hours. And yeah.
Jagex confirmed
Sure.
that after 5 years of development, they are planning to release Stellar Dawn somewhere around 2011. However, just 1 year later, in 2012, Mod MMG said
It can't be a lot any worse than RuneScape Dragonlance. Fucking whatever the fuck it's called.
Now put on pause. 1 year later, Mod MMG said that they are looking to continue developing the game sometimes in the near future, but in 2015 the development came to a full stop, and Mod Matt K stated that Mechscape is put on hold indefinitely.
Yeah,
He
because
then
the developers
adds
suck,
that he
that's
managed to
why.
build an early version of the game, and it was very cool. You had a spaceship which you did
No, it's not, dude. You're overhyping it, dude. It's horrible, dude. Stop, dude. It's not cool.
Planets, gather loot, blow stuff up.
If it was cool, you guys would have
It was
released
supposed to
it.
be the next generation of RuneScape, but it never came out. Rock climbing boots. Climbing boots are one of the most iconic boots in RuneScape. Costing only 12 GP to buy, they were the perfect pair of boots for purers with 1 defense. They gave +2 strength bonus, which was the best option for low level peakers at the time, and the boots have always been in demand, mostly because to get them manually, you have to go through a lengthy dialogue. Or you could just spend the extra money and buy them from other players. This also was a thriving place for bots, because players for the most part didn't want to manually go through the dialogue for a pair of boots. But for scripting, this was perfection. Jagex countered that with giving the quest NPC a shop interface, so players could just buy an entire inventory with few clicks. It was such a cheap alternative option, especially for PKs for almost no cost. At this point, it's causing certain balance issues because the item was meant for PKers, and if PKers can have good items without risking any money, that's a problem. So Jagex had to come up with another solution. The climbing boots were meant as a quest item that gave no bonuses, but after you complete the quest, you can buy rock climbing boots, which now sell for 75,000 GP. Everything was approved, and as with every update, an email was sent out to Chagex's staff beforehand. The normal weekly update happens. Few changes in free-to-play, a new quest, and changes to the climbing boots. It took only 1 hour until the riot started gathering where players called this the worst update of all time. The problem was simple. All the current climbing boots in players' bank were turned into rock climbing boots, meaning if you bought climbing boots before the update for 12 GP each, those same boots would now have a value of 75,000 coins, making few peakers literally billionaires overnight. Mark tried to calm down the player base, saying there was only a handful of people who had over 1,000 pairs of boots, so in the grand scheme of things it doesn't hurt the economy. That turned out to be a lie, because as soon as the post was made, people started sharing boasts of them having more than 10,000 boots in their bank that they probably spent less than 1 million GP on, and now those same boots cost almost 1 billion GP. There was even a collection with over 400,000 boots, which was estimated to be around 250 billion GP. Imagine your bank value grows this much by doing nothing. This caused a massive suspicion in players, especially after a forum post came out saying there is a rogue Chegex moderator who revealed the information to few selected players on day 1 before the update happened. It didn't help that when players went to complain on the official forums, Chegex kept deleting these threads to somehow hide the negative feedback while simultaneously doubling down and saying that everything is fine, and this doesn't have that big of an effect as players might think it is. As with every riot in Runescape, things started to calm down, but the state
Bravo. I need to catch up on my sleep. Oh, finally, like a couple more hours. Actually, no, we only got like 6 hours, so like 4 hours, so we need like 4 or 5. Or something like that. 4 more hours, maybe 2 more hours. 2 to 4 hours, let's say. I'll wake up and do some raiding, I guess.
Laughing face. What we watching?
Oh, nothing, dude. I'm about to go back to sleep, dude. I woke up early for a phone call and played RuneScape for a bit. Like how soon as Sam went back to sleep to come in, dog. You're watching the RuneScape iceberg. Only got 4 hours of sleep, dog. How do you get back to sleep, dude? Oh.
Disappointed face root.
No, you came at the wrong time, right before I got, oh. I need like 4, like 2. I need like 2 to 4 more hours at least, dude. Yeah. Peace.